you've grown up with and had deep inside you, and it must have been hard for you to pick up on the way you were feeling when you were younger.
Yeah, and quite scary, because you don't know, you know, when you're sitting at home and you're seeing people walk past that are not there, it's like, yeah, it can be quite scary, you know, until as you grow older. And in those days, people were like, oh my God, you know, they get the cross out, they get the holy water, they do the blessings and all that kind of stuff. But then as you grow older, things start happening. You have dreams and you do astral travelling, and when things start happening, you start saying, hang on a minute, and something a bit more than just, you know, seeing things.
You've mentioned a few things there, like dreams and astral travelling, and seeing people that are not there. Can we go sort of like back a step? This is my first introduction to psychic mediums, and give us, and other viewers maybe do the same. What is an overview of a psychic medium, please?
A psychic medium is, I believe, somebody who's able to tell the future, somebody who can connect with spirits, right? Usually people that have crossed over, and it doesn't make a difference whether they crossed over 50 years ago or if it was yesterday. If they've passed, they will come through, all right? And what we do is just give you information about what they're like, what they were like, and give you guidance and direction on where you're possibly going to.
And then when you're getting these readings, what do you feel?
Well, it's a sensation of, like if somebody crossed over with a heart attack, I will get the feeling of the heart. If it's cancer, if it's dementia or Alzheimer's, you actually feel like you don't know where you are for that second. So you're getting what they're feeling. You're actually seeing the image without seeing their eyes, their nose. You actually see the body without, I know it sounds weird, but you see them without actually seeing them, and you hear them. It's like you hear a voice in your head saying a name or what they've been giving me lately is dates. But they give it to me in the American version. Instead of like ours, 2nd of February, they'll do the month and then the date, you know, which is a bit weird, but I mean, it doesn't matter how they give it, so long as it works. And
do you find some readings stronger and more powerful than others?
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
And is that, do you think, put down to perhaps the person that's crossed over or the person that's giving off the vibe?
I think it's the person that's crossed over, because what will happen, sometimes people come for a reading and they say, don't know why I'm here, but I'm here. And it'll be because their father or their parent or a grandfather that they've never met has brought them through. And sometimes somebody that comes for a reading, the reading is not actually for them. Like you might come for a reading, but it might be for your mother, or it might be for your sister that needs the message more. And Spirit will get you where you need to be.
So you mentioned readings a couple of times now. How do psychic mediums practice their gift? Well, not practice in the rehearse, but in...
I can only speak for myself. I believe it's a gift that I've been given by God, and I give it how it comes across. Like just now in the room, one of the ladies was there, and my voice went funny, and my throat's gone all funny, and you start saying things that are like, I'm getting this and I'm getting that. Does it make sense? And they'd be like, yeah, that's my father that crossed, or that's they had cancer, or they had the throat, they couldn't talk, and you know, it's it's really hard, and it depends on the person that comes in and what comes through for them. You know?
You just answered it then. You said it is very hard. Having this, it must be hard. It must. Do you find it interferes with your day-to-day life sometimes?
Sometimes, because I mean, I remember a time when I went out to the gallery where I went shopping, and I met a friend there who I hadn't seen for like 9 years, and she had her best friend with her. And as we were talking, I'm like, look, I'm so sorry, but your father has passed, and I started giving messages there, which I believe if Spirit comes through, doesn't matter where they come through, it's my job to pass it across.
So you don't ever withhold it, you always express it?
I do ask for permission, because some people are not into it, or some people just don't want to hear it. But yeah, I do give, because my belief is Spirit works so hard at getting the message across. You know, who am I to say I'm not going to give it, or you need to come and pay me for it? It doesn't work that way. You've got to give it, and it's got to be done freely and with love, I think.
So you see yourself as a conduit, really, between the spirit world and other people here, is that? Yeah, okay. Exactly. So going forward then, where do you sort of see you taking yourself with this gift?
Well, I'm hoping to become as big as John Edward. That's my plan. I'm hoping to be Australia's next top medium, right? And it's all about helping. It really is. I mean, everything else involved, but it really is, because you get people that come through for a reading that's a widow, 7 years, and she's still in that moment, you know.
So do you hold shows currently?
I have held shows where I've done shows like on that medium